Peace be to the Sandbox that prepared me for all of the bad key that was to come, which is the reason why I'm in my third crib due to the glory of Jesus Christ and his grace, glory, and wrath all in one shot. Right? So all the bad key after the Sandbox all the way up to this fucking point. I mean, I'm convinced that I was their mother. The way they was competing with me, I gave birth to them or whatever the case is. And there's just things I'm not repeating, but it's just like, you know what? Let's just briefly revisit, right? At this point, like people did people refuse to see who I was or whatever the case is. I'm not fighting for nobody's spot. All because I lived a double life in a barrio, which literally protected 1/12 for the nation, and all because I didn't mix the shelter with the fucking barrio or fucking well. But guess what the fuck I did to the shelter warriors and all that, okay? Because I've been to the shelter twice, 3 times, whatever. I brought them all outside. I keep what the fuck I said about them shelter warriors or fucking well, all right? And some of them were one of my friends to the point that I gave birth to them to the point it was competing with me all in one space. But not all of them. There was some good key, but there was a lot of people. There was a lot of people and a lot of bad key in between a couple of people, right? So I already did. I bitch by, all right. As I pray to God for amnesty, I'm not repeating the amnesty. I will go listen to it. Thank you. It's out in public. Now, with that being said, you know, it's one thing to be a faggot or whatever the case is, but it's another thing to like ooze femininity more than me because I didn't even know that I had feminine qualities or even it qualities because I was busting a freestyle, right? Whether you're a faggot or a fish, you've been more of a fucking woman than me, right? And this is how I fuck around. I became gender fluid or whatever the case is, over covering all three of y'all fucking flaws, right? Everything is fine and dandy, but the minute you ask me, a whole nigga, to teach you how to fucking cook and do shit based off your little traditional projection and your old fashioned projection as it's reversed. However, you got a whole fucking motor mouth like you fought more niggas in a dike, bitch. Bye. That's when I stepped the fuck away. That's when I let the fish talk right up to goddesses herself. Okay? Whether Pamela Anderson or Teddy Moore. Okay? That's how we gonna give it up. Because you over here projecting your fucking traditional values to me, this and that, all because, I grew up fighting the men that you run away from. However, you still in his fucking DMs, depressed as fuck, and all these motherfucking late night phone calls. And some of y'all daughters are old enough to be, y'all old enough to be my fucking mother. And I already know who my fucking mother is. That's why I wind up giving birth to y'all niggas and bitches and all that. All right, all right. As soon as y'all niggas in between, all up to this point, start projecting your little traditional values to me, right? Right up to the recent fallout, right? And then on top of that, y'all asses is bigger than mine, bitch. I'm stepping the fuck away. It's one thing where like, okay, fine, like, okay, you a nigga, you bro, this and that. But the minute I see, step sis coming in or whatever the case is, or the minute I see this and that, and I just happen to do way better than every last one of you, all right, without revisiting everything, I'm stepping the fuck away. All right. At this point, like, I'm giving all the y'all to God. Even the next set of bad key that's either gonna blow like the leaves in the wind or gonna fuck around and DK hoop me like a fucking branch. The minute you start projecting about traditions of a faggot or a woman, this, that, that's why I'm gonna fuck around and send you to fucking nature. All right? Thank you. Because ain't no fucking way I'm gonna fuck around and teach a grown ass faggot, grown ass woman, this and this and that, how to fuck around and cook, especially if I was kicking a freestyle since my first crib. And I want to do better than every last one of y'all. That's when I said the fuck away. Y'all got all this motherfucking mouth, this and that, like you fought more niggas in a dyke. Okay? I'm y'all belong to God now. I'm just saying. Peace be to you and yours. Amen.